It's Barnes and Leslie. We will have tickets to get you in to that concert as we get closer. And again, working on something very cool. I should be able to confirm it pretty soon regarding a very experiential thing involved.
Is this under the category Barnesology?
This is Barnesology working at its highest level.
That's big.
So stay tuned and we'll get to it.
Hey, looking forward to the Steve Show today, 10 to 3. Outside of all the great music, Steve has his College of Musical Knowledge at 1:45. Guess what he's got? Tickets for Jerry Cantrell, I Want Blood Tour at Buckhead Theater, Saturday, February 15th on The Steve Show.
Hey, Morning X, good morning. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. This is Cindy. How are y'all doing today?
Hey, Cindy, phones are blowing up, so I figured I would answer them. That's what we're here for. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, the other day you were talking about crazy concert stories, and I didn't get the chance to get mine in. I was wondering if you'd like to hear it now.
Oh, absolutely. Hit me. What you got?
Okay, well, I was at Music Midtown in the early 2000s. It might have been the late 90s. I've been to so many concerts, I can't remember which band it was. I know it was a kick-ass one. And I saw a completely naked girl.
Oh, what was happening?
So we were my husband and I, we were about the sixth row. We were standing there like sardines. It wasn't like there were seats. And we heard the crowd cheering and turned around, and there was this girl that was being held up above the audience like a cheerleader in the shape of an X, and she was completely naked.
Like the cheerleader in the shape of an X?
Yeah, like she had one guy had one foot, and the other guy had the other foot, and she looked like the letter X.
Oh, depending on where you're standing, that could be good or bad.
Yeah, I could see everything.
Yikes.
I mean, everything.
Well, so she's just being, or was she passed out? What was happening?
Wow.
No, I don't know what she was doing, because she was full of energy, and she looked like she was a cheerleader. She was that young, and she was that energetic, and she looked like she was used to doing this pose.
Wow,
and,
that's just kind of sad.
They put her down on the ground, and the crowd started cheering, and you could see it kind of looked like the wave at the stadium where everybody started talking about it. You could see there's a wave moved around the stadium. And so they picked her back up again. She did it again. She looked very proud and happy.
Man, that's kind of a sad story, but thanks for sharing.
Loud and proud. Yeah, it is weird.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now look what you've done. All of my phones are blowing up.
I knew that was going to happen.
Thanks. We'll see. Yeah, there's no shortage, apparently. Let's see what the hell's going on. Morning X, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, who is this?
This is Matt.
I'm assuming you have a concert story, too.
I do have a concert story, yeah. And unlike a lot of the other concert stories you guys have had about alcohol and drugs, my concert stories are all about boobs.
Oh, man, this is like becoming a Rated X show all of a sudden. What's yours?
Well, I got a few of them, but the one that sticks in my mind is, I think we can all agree the greatest man to ever pick up a microphone and take a stage is Sir Rod Stewart. Undebatable. And so for my 15th birthday, my parents got me tickets to see my first Rod Stewart show. We go, and in the middle of Hot Legs, or one of the other great Rod Stewart songs, this young woman, just tears her shirt off and throws her shirt on stage. And of course, they got the video screens on stage behind him. And the director and the cameraman were on point that day because she's on screen, and everybody's just marveling. And let me tell you, Barnes, this was A+. This is good stuff. But
A+.
The problem is when your parents get you tickets to this concert, they're not doing it so that you can take a friend or take a date. They're doing it so they can go with you. And so I'm having this religious experience as a 15-year-old standing right beside my mother.
Oh,
wow. What is it, though, with, you mentioned the drugs and the booze and the nudity? It's such a theme throughout concerts. What is it with the music that just gets the clothes coming off?
Oh, I think it's all intertwined.
Freedom.
Yeah, that's right.
That probably wasn't his first boob to see at a show, I'm assuming.
I'm guessing not. The trouble is, I come from a pretty conservative family, and so after the concert, we're driving home, and it's just silence in the car, and my dad clears his throat and says, and I just said, I didn't see anything. And my mom chimes in. My mom, little church lady, chimes in, well, I saw it, and those were perky.
Oh, wow, Mom, with the review and everything.
That's right.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Thanks.
Hey, Morning X, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, who's this?
This is Emily.
Emily, give us your wildest concert story. What have you seen?
Well, I used to work as an usher at the Omni. And
Wow.
I became an usher there because I didn't want to pay to see, Michael Jordan and all the concerts there.
Yeah, well played.
So I had to work the Metallica concert, and I was working the floor, and I was just going up and down, and I looked over, and there was a couple that were bow chicka wow wow. They were sitting in the chair, and the guy had his pants down, and the girl was sitting opposite, like next to him, facing him, and she pulled her skirt down, and they were doing the thing. So
Wait, on the stairs?
no, on the floor of the, sitting on the floor. They were in chairs that weren't like, regular chairs on the side. They were single chairs. You know how they are on
Yeah.
the floor?
Yeah.
So,
And they're full on having sex at Metallica.
they're full on. So I get my supervisor, and my supervisor says, you need to go and tell them that they need to leave. And I said, why
Wow.
can't you go tell them that they need to leave? And he said, because I'm the supervisor. So he said, you go and tell them that they need to leave, and when they come out, I'll follow them out, and they'll be escorted out of the building.
Okay, honest question. I've never in my life interrupted anybody having sex.
Same.
Well, I'm glad you made that statement, Barnes.
Yes. And what is that like when you go up to two people, first of all, at Metallica, having sex on the floor, in the floor seats?
Yeah.
What did they say to you?
Well, I tapped the guy on the back of the shoulder, and they both kind of looked at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, but you can't do that here. And they've asked you to leave the premises. And both of them were kind of like, what? And I was like, yeah, you can't do that here. You're going to have to leave. And they said, before the concert? And I was like, absolutely. I said, there's a man at the end of the aisle who's ready to escort you, and then security will meet you and escort you outside the building.
So they actually got dressed right there in front of you? Like,
Well, all they had to do was pull up their pants. Like, she was, facing,
and
she pulled
you
up.
said before the concert, so this was between acts?
This is before, between acts, basically. They were just,
So the lights are up?
lights are up.
What the hell?
Well, they
Come
didn't want
on.
to miss the show, Barnes, and so
What?
yeah, Emily, I like when you were in.
Yeah, chicka pow wow. All right,
Well,
thank you very much.
We'll
see you later.
Have a great day.
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
We could do these probably for the end of the year because every single phone line down the rail is lit up. Hey, Morning X, good morning.
Good morning.
Got a concert story?
My name's Mark. I'm
Hey, Mark.
I'm from here in Georgia. So back in 1995, me and my best friend and a group of friends, we went to see Primus. They were playing the Fox Theater, and that's like one of our favorite bands ever. The show starts, play the first song, go into the second song, and some yahoo just jumps up on stage, and Les Claypool had this gigantic red, looked like it's straight from a Looney Tunes cartoon hat on his head. So the dude just rips the hat off of Les Claypool's head and jumps off the stage.
Wow.
Immediately, Les just stops playing, walks off the stage, band stops playing. We're looking at each other, the lights are coming on, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is it. Like, we just paid all this money, went to this show, and we're going to get a song and a half. And so, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes go by. And next thing we know, Les, being the ultimate showman that he is, comes back out on stage, gets behind the mic, the rest of the band comes out. Les gets up on the mic, no red hat, and he goes, they say there's an a-hole in every crowd. I wonder who that guy is. If anyone wants to BF this guy to death, just talk to your local security guard. He'll lead you out to the back alley where there's already a line about a mile long. Then someone hands him his red hat, he flops it up on his head, and he breaks into Winona's Big Brown Beaver, and he proceeded to play the best Primus show I've ever seen in my life.
Did they catch him?
Oh yeah, that dude got pummeled. I mean, I bet you could park a Mack truck in his dookie womb to this day.
And, I didn't get that reference, but that's okay.
Hey, thanks for the call. That's a great story.
Glad you witnessed that, though.
Yeah, it was it was terrifying, and then it turned hilarious, and then Les just played the best show ever of all the shows I've seen for him that day. So it was an experience.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have just left. That's what it sounded like. I thought that's where you were going. All right, thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a good one.
We'll see you later. Okay, apparently we're doing this. Concert stories?
Yeah, we're here for the next 2 hours.
Anyone have any more? Because the lines are lit. Let me take a break. We'll come back and get some more of these. 470-741-4999 is our number.